It's time for Lander Valley Basketball. Coming up on the Porter's Tailgate Show live on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM and streaming online on the County 10 YouTube channel. You will hear about today's games, updates from around Fremont County, and catch up with the Lander coaches and athletes. Now, let's send it to the voice of the Tigers. Here's Wyatt Barichka and Riley Bullion.
Well, we thought we were going to start a little early, but a three-point but controversial call came into play, and now the Level Bulldogs and the Wheatland Bulldogs are now in overtime play. Level right now Wheatland leads 51-49. Wyatt Barichka joined alongside Riley Bullion with Jared Anderson at radio control as giving you guys an extended Porter's Tailgate Show brought to you by Porter's MVS. As the weather we have is not nice right now. It's very cold. Make sure you guys go get your wood, gas, or pellet stoves at Porter's MVS. It's Porter's Mountain View Supply, a big sponsor to the Porter's Tailgate Show. Also, a big shout out to Wind River Internet for providing this stream today, and also all of our sponsors as well for making this possible. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast live on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM. Also online on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages, as there's only about 104 to go, so lots of action. We could potentially see another overtime as well at the Douglas Classic, as this is the second to last game. Lander's game will be the final one, as Wheatland just scored another one to make it a 4-point game from Anderson. Is now Level, who's had the lead pretty much for most of the game, is now down by one after a 3-point shot was just made there, but it is the Porter's Tailgate Show. Riley Bullion. So Riley, this upcoming game, the number one team in Class 3A, the team who was a state runner-up last season when they fell to Rollins, a team who just won by 51 points.
I was going to say,
today against Burns.
We just witnessed probably one of the highest scoring games this tournament from what I've seen. I don't know if there was any other ones on Friday when we were here that were higher. I don't believe there was.
Our game was the
other than ours
scoring with Lander and Burns, but yeah, me and Riley go to lunch. We come back, it's like 54-17 at halftime, and that would end up being an 81-50 final score, as we have a lot more basketball coverage. The Lady Tigers from Lander are also taking on the Lady Cats from Douglas. Right now, it's Douglas up 12-9 in the first quarter with 2:01 to go. We're going to be able to provide you updates to this one. That game was actually supposed to start at 4 as well. So scheduling, not too bad so far. Not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen any issues with scheduling so far. I mean, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to give your old broadcasters jinx or anything, but I am known for that. So
I didn't create it, but it is a thing. There's lots of stuff is going on. We had the Minnesota Vikings make the largest NFL comeback today after getting a game-winning field goal with 7 seconds left in overtime. They were down 33-0 at half and came back to win it in that one. I believe 39-36 was the score, as, again, we're giving you guys a little extended coverage of the Level versus Wheatland Bulldogs game here with 34.6 to go. They're going to send Stenderson to the free throw line here as well. But let's talk about the Tigers. They've got a victory against Wheatland. 51-40 was the final score in that one, as that shot is up and good for Stenderson, 54-52. And then you also Coach Stu Mullins talked about this. We're going to play his post-game show for your pregame interview with head coach Stu Mullins. He was like, we gave the keys off and we were just hoping that the Ferrari wasn't going to crash. I thought that was kind of a good analogy from his part.
You know, and it's true. They really did. They were kind of struggling in the first half. They came back in the second half and really turned things on, got everything going, and the wheels just kept moving. There was no struggles really in the second half other than a couple of turnovers here and there. And there was a couple turnovers in a row that did happen, but they bounced back and they came back and won the game.
Yeah, Lander, again, they're 2-0 in this Classic so far. They've won their last 3, dating back to the Bill Stranigan Memorial Classic that took place in Riverton. Lander got to host some games as well. They were able to defeat Cheyenne South, as Stenderson just knocked his another free throw in this overtime intermission with 12.9 to go. And so you lose your first two. Powell in overtime. You got so fall to Star Valley that you almost came back in that one, and then you get 3 in a row. And, Cheyenne South was a good game. Burns was definitely a good showing. You win by 42 points in that one. And then you get a good win against a pretty good Wheatland squad, and now you're going to face one of the toughest teams right now, according to the Wild Prep Coach and Media basketball polls.
I was going to say, you've had a really great matchup between all of the tournaments that they've played in so far, and between the teams that they've played here. This is going to be their time to really show what they can do. Yeah. They are playing Douglas, the number 1 seed in 3A.
Yeah, number 1 ranked team. Again, that's voted on by the coaches in media. You can check that out as it is released every week. You can also check out the Fremont County sports schedule. That is always online at county10.com. Usually released every Wednesday. Get all the action of what's happening in Fremont County as well. I want to take it to a break, but there's 9.7 seconds to go, and it's a 2-point game when you have Stenderson right back to the free throw line. And I feel like we've been saying his name going to the free throw line in this entire Porter's Tailgate show. Riverton Wolverines get a victory over the Mountain View Buffaloes with a final of 60-29. Riverton goes 2-1 at the Flaming Gorge Classic, as Landon Riverton will play on January 20th, I believe, as that will be a joint call, as that is a missed field or free throw, and now Padilla is going to try to score, and he can't, and 2 free throws are coming your way with 2.9 to go, as we might have another tie coming our way here in this one. We've been actually watching this game too, Riley. It's been close. I mean, Level takes the lead, Wheatland closes it up, and now that's been pretty much a one-possession game through the entire fourth and overtime intermission.
Very back-and-forth game between these two teams, as that first free throw is up and is good.
Again, we don't have stats of this game because we were assuming that this game was going to be over, and then the game ended on a 3-point shot that Level was challenging, that the shooter was on the line, and you're going to have a foul. It looks like Wheatland's going to pull off the win here, 55-54 with 1.2 seconds to go. The Lady Wolverines, they were almost getting a win against Lyman today. They weren't able to do that. The Lady Tigers also getting a win against Class 2A number 5 ranked the Bronx, with a final of 40-34. Landed right now 1-2 in their classic, as well as they're playing Douglas. Currently at the moment, it's right now 14-9. In that game it's going to be Lady Tiger basketball, as they're going crossover center court, as Kiara Friday with the shot, that's no good either. Kind of give you guys a little play-by-play of the Lady Tigers game so far going on. We're just giving you all the sports coverage we can in this one.
We're just giving as much as we can as we wait until our game starts. There's only 1.2 seconds left here in the overtime period with Wheatland and Level.
Kind of going back to those Lander Douglas game, this is a game that the Tigers zone, who knows, it might be effective, it might not be. I know that the 2-3 zone is kind of something that the Tigers have really kind of focused on the defensive side. They'll switch their defensive presence as well if they need to accommodate whatever scenario they got. Is they're going to have Heitch go to the free throw line and try to put a few more shots in, as they'll miss that first one with 1.2 to go. So an opportunity for the Bulldogs, Level Bulldogs, let me rephrase that because both mascots, the Bulldogs, to win this one 55-54 in favor of Wheatland. That second shot is no good, a chance to win the game. There's the shot, and they're going to wave it off, and that will do it. Wheatland pulling off the overtime victory, 55-54. As Level, again, they were questioning the 3-point shot at the end. They said that the shooter was at the on the 2-point line as well. As we're going to step aside for a timeout here. When we come back, we'll give you guys more in-depth of this matchup. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
Gales Carpet Floor and Home is happy to support student athletes in sports across Fremont County. Gales Carpet One Floor and Home has been a Fremont County fixture for decades, specializing in flooring, window coverings, and cabinets, as well as the professional, certified installation of those products. Stop into Gales Floor and Home today at 220 East Main Street, Riverton, or see them online at galescarpet1riverton.com.
High Country Hearing Center supports patient hearing health care with a superior standard of practice for our Wyoming families, and we are proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. High Country Hearing Centers has been serving Wyoming's hearing health care needs since 1979. High Country Hearing Centers will always provide superior hearing instrument technology and standard of care practices to help you stay connected with family and help you maintain a more active and healthier Wyoming lifestyle. Make an appointment today in Lander at 1460 West Main or in Rock Springs at 514 Broadway.
Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care support Fremont County Athletics. We are a locally owned, multi-specialty healthcare group that is proud to serve the Lander and Riverton communities. Our goal is to provide convenient quality care for all ages. We offer a wide array of services including family and internal medicine, pediatrics, women's care, and urgent care. Additionally, we have on-site labs, echocardiograms, stress tests, x-ray, and ultrasound in both communities. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are here for you in Fremont County. Let's stay healthy together.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes in the clinic and on the field. Fremont values commitment to professionalism, expertise, and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist, or you need to get therapy from their certified hand therapist, with 6 locations in western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, floor, and women's health therapy. So many options to keep you living the lifestyle that you want to live. Find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment. Go to FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Keeping you connected with Tiger Basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
Bearcats enter this game against the Tigers undefeated. They would defeat last weekend Pine Bluff, Southeast, and Moorcroft. Today in this classic, they have gone undefeated. Victories over Lovell, Wheatland, and Burns. They're waiting on this result as well, but right now currently undefeated in regular season play. The Tigers have come off 2 victories. They defeated Burns 78-36. They would also defeat Wheatland earlier today 51-40. The Bearcats looking for their first state title since 2002. The Tigers their first since 2019. According to Max Press, Douglas leads the all-time series against the Tigers 16-10. The Bearcats won this last matchup dating back to a season ago. That final was 60-53. Lander actually had their last win come back in March 2021, where that final would come with a final of 68-42. So both teams, I mean, this, at least historically, it's been pretty even for the most part.
Not an outstanding record, a record of winning by either team, which is always a bonus to kind of see the teams battle back and forth as the years go on. So it'll be interesting to see how they play today, as both teams, I believe, are undefeated in this tournament, because this is the first time they've matched up between each other.
Yep, the last 2 teams to be undefeated. I was thinking of a different word, but we got there. But Douglas Bearcats head coach by Chase Plum, who gets 1 All-State returner in Nate Gilquist. He actually has the school record for a free throw percentage at 90%. He is pretty much an automatic guaranteed 2 free throw bucket. Man, I am getting my words mixed up here. But again, thank you guys for tuning into the Porter's Tailgate Show as we get set here for the Lander Tigers versus the Douglas Bearcats. The Lady Tigers game right now, Douglas leads that one 26-14. Riley, it was actually kind of going to the Lady Tigers, just a quick moment here. It was this weekend, after this weekend, it was a point where the Lady Tigers would win 20 in a row before the regional championship last season for the Lady Tigers. We'll see if that kind of history will repeat itself. And again, 26-14 in that game so far. The Lady Tigers are actually seeing some free throws coming into play. I'm not sure exactly who is the free throw shooter with the NFHS feed that we're relying off of the score. I believe that was Moore who just converted on the free throw as well. But Riley, just these two teams here, coming back to Douglas, but these two teams looking to go undefeated on the Classic.
Both teams have obviously coming into an undefeated matchup between the two, and they've both played a game today as well. So this is both going to be their second game played in one day. So that'll also be interesting because technically they're warmed up because they've already played a game, but at the same time they're not warmed up because they had such a long break in between their games that now they have to warm up again to play their game. Basically, I would call it a rematch, but they haven't played each other yet, so you can't call it that.
The Bearcats actually played a game before this one. The Tigers have played the first game. Or no, excuse me, yeah, it was the second game, I apologize, of the day. That was actually 2 games ago, so we'll see who has the much more rest between these two teams. We're going to step aside for another timeout. Well, after that, we'll play the post-game interview that we got with head coach Stu Mullins after this timeout. This is Tiger Basketball on KOVE and the County 10 Sports Network.
The Lander community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Keep it local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
Coach, that first half was kind of a turnover frenzy, it felt like, for both teams, excuse me.
Yeah, we had 7, they had 9, and nobody could seem to get into a rhythm, and we especially couldn't. You know, we had 8 layups, and we converted 3 of them, you know, and not just the layups that were contested, but the layups that were wide open. And so, you know, those you hit, and maybe a 3 or 2, and maybe that first half looks a little bit different, but it is what it was.
What was the message going into the second half? Because obviously something changed where you guys kind of basically lifted off, getting 18 in the third, 14 in the fourth as far as scoring went.
Yeah, you know, we were getting good shots, so it wasn't really anything crazy that we changed. It just, you know, we came out with a little bit of more energy, and you know, they missed some shots that they probably should have made, but we had some, you know, defensive stops and were able to convert. We felt like we could get out them against them in transition, and we were able to convert some of those and hit a 3, and we were on our way.
Talk about maybe the consistency. Some of the players obviously are kind of getting, you know, double-digit points a few games. But just how do you make sure that consistency continues to roll as, you know, you're heading into this final game of the Classic?
It's just a matter of shot selection, and it always is. You know, if we continue to take good shots, then everybody scores. You know, if we try to take it upon ourselves or become a little bit selfish, then that's when it becomes problematic for us. And so that's the biggest thing for us is every time down the floor we really want a good look, and we want a good look. We don't want a turnover.
Kind of a quick little preview here. You're going to be facing off against the number 1 team in Class 3A. Just what are you going to be looking for in that one, and just what is going to be the game plan going in?
Yeah, we'll see. They obviously are extremely talented, and we didn't come out with great energy today. And that was the message to our team: is what kind of team do you want to be? Do you want to be a team that shows up to every game and wants to compete, or is it just a team that when the conditions are right, we play hard? And so, it's a different beast, and so, if you can handle their pressure, you'll probably be okay. But that will be, we'll see if that happens.
You also just are going to play your second game as well. Just what was your strategy with minutes in this one going into the next game at 4?
Well, for us, we were up nearly 20 in the fourth quarter, and you hope to give the young guys an opportunity to play some minutes and ride that out. But we gave up 10 straight points, and I think each quarter on average they were getting 7 per quarter, and then we give up 14 in the fourth. And we talked about it at the end, like, when we hand you the keys to the Ferrari, it's not your job to go crash it, So, we did get some minutes of rest, but it doesn't really matter. You're playing basketball, and this will be their 4th game against us, and they got less rest than us, so there's no excuse.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you after the Douglas game coming up.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks to head coach Stu Mullins for always taking time in any game after every game this season, as we'll give you guys your Palace Pharmacy starting lineup, as we'll start with the Douglas Bearcats, and that's what it will look like for Riley.
Number 3, Trey Wren. Number 4, Trenton Pearson. Number 10, Jackson Hughes. Number 12, Nate Halquist. And number 21, Levi Curtis. That's your starting 5 for Douglas.
Your Palace Pharmacy starting lineup in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. Their knowledgeable staff is there, happy to help with any questions you may have. They strive to help reach your health and wellness goals. Stop in the Palace Pharmacy, 1255 8th Street in Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacy.wy.com. And your Lander starting 5 is going to be the same as the last game. It's going to be Brady Lincoln, Casey McClung, Bennett Washburn, Brendan Stauffenberg, and Abe Lopez. That's going to be your 5 for the Tigers as they're watching the Douglas starters get announced here. The Douglas Bearcats are going to be in their road blue uniforms with the white numbers and letters with the red stripe at the bottom. The Tigers are going to be in their home whites with the green stripe, the logo on the shorts with the green letters and numbers as well. It's going to be Brendan Stauffenberg and Jackson Hughes to start things off at center circle, and we are underway here for the final game of the Douglas Classic. It's going to be controlled by the Tigers as Casey McClung has got to go all the way back to get the basketball. Lopez is going to try to drive in immediately. Floater shot off the top rim is no good, and it's going to be rebounded there by Brody Zegzig, Shot there, no good by Douglas either. Stauffenberg comes up with the rebound as Lopez will get it up and in, going pump fake, and is on the board.
There's Lopez's famous pump fake down low to put it back up to get 2 points for the Tigers.
Yeah, plays aggressive basketball, tries to drive in as much as he can. As you got Curtis, he'll give it off here to Halquist. Halquist right back to Curtis. Curtis going to try and drive in on that 2-3 zone. Tigers are showing right now. Pass inside. As actually there is a different starter. As that 3-point is good by Douglas. That is Curtis. And it's a 3-2 ball game. Lopez drive in. It's going to be an all-ball swat, and it'll be Tiger basketball underneath the basket.
There's the Tigers playing their hurry-up offense, as I always call it.
Stauffenberg gets the inbound pass. He's going to try and drive in, spin, and he will be fouled. And it's going to be...
They're going to call that one down on the ground.
Lopez will Again, trying to see who that was on. They're going to give it to Halquist. That'll be his first foul. Team's first. Lopez can't find anybody. He's almost at the 5-second mark. Finally gets it in. It's Stauffenberg. He's going to try to go around the key. He'll get it up and in. And the Tigers right back up by 1.
2 players right there to look for, Lopez and Stauffenberg, trying to basically run down into the middle and play some bully ball down low.
As the Bearcats now kick out to Halquist. He'll take it back up to the key. 6:30 to go here in quarter number 1 in the final game of the Douglas Classic, as that's a Curtis trying to beat the pressure. It's no good. McClung ends up with the rebound. He'll try to put up a floater. That's up and good.
Good start by the Tigers, really trying to dig in and go straight towards the basket instead of taking shots.
You know, that's the benefit of a 2-3 zone. You don't have to run around the entire court. You can take your zone and play in that zone. That gives you help on the offensive side. Here's Curtis. Curtis now gives it off. Here's a 3-point shot. That's no good. It ends up in the Douglas Bearcats' hand. That's Wren with the rebound. And now Douglas will reset here with 5:47 to go. And we got a foul on the play.
Foul's going to be on Lincoln, his first personal.
Tigers were playing with 7 for most of that game against Wheatland in that one. I'm not sure how minutes and rotation will be played here for the Tigers in a 6-3 ball game. Pass inside. This is Zedzig, and he will give it off here for a 3-point shot from Halquist. That's good.
Now, you see the Bearcats playing this very tight backcourt defense.
Stauffenberg getting some pressure. Give it off here to McClung. McClung will look for a cross-court pass. It's going to be a turnover by the Tigers, and we're right back with the Bearcats having the basketball. Again, they had a 51-point victory today against Burns. As Lopez guarding there, cross-court pass that off to Curtis. Curtis pass inside, right back out to Halquist. He'll take another 3. That's no good. It ends up in the hands of Curtis, and Douglas once again getting an extra possession here. Curtis, guarded by Lopez, will pass inside. And now back out. This is Halquist. Halquist will give it off here to Hughes. Hughes is the Bearcats now swinging the basketball. Almost a turnover, as that was a little too much juice on that throw. Halquist for 3. In and out. Stauffenberg with the rebound, and then you get a foul on the play.
Couple quick fouls here coming from each side of the court, both teams.
So it'll be Tiger basketball. Douglas Bearcats showing pressure here. Lopez gets the inbound. He's trying to get it over center court. McClung almost loses it. McClung will just stop, pop a 3, hits back iron, no good. As it's going to be Tiger basketball as that got off the hands of Wren. And we're right back to the Tigers on the baseline, on the near side. Lopez inbound to Stauffenberg. That got knocked out of the hands from Hughes. As Stauffenberg looking over to head coach Stu Mullins for the play. Now this time it's just going to go on the sideline. McClung getting the inbound. They swing over, and then you have a foul. I believe you're going to get Lincoln on the foul.
Foul is going to go on Lincoln. That's his second team foul.
It's didn't see what he sure did. I know it was an arm, but didn't really notice it there.
Just an extension on the arm.
Wheeland checks into the ball game for the first time. 4:05 to go. We're still at 6 apiece on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. As Curtis give it off here to Wren. Wren pass inside to Zedzig. He'll give it off as that 3 is good by Halquist, and he's knocked his second 3-pointer of the ball game. And Stauffenberg getting the inbound. You're going to have a foul on Douglas. Douglas crowd doesn't like it.
We're going to call that a blocking foul. Foul's going to be on Brody Zedzig.
They're going to give it for his first. It's the team's third. Stauffenberg. They give it off to Wheeland. Wheeland to Washburn. That's nice. That's a way to beat the press right there.
Good ball movement, good ball awareness, and court awareness to see where the Bearcats were at, trying to get that full court press broken, and they did for the 2 points.
Washburn is credited for the points, Whelan with the assist. And that was a thing in the Burns game that I noticed, the ball movement by the Tigers. As Ren's going to launch a three, hits back iron, that's going to hit the top of the basket. And now Douglas with another opportunity, and they make the Tigers pay. As Lopez crosses center circle, loses the basketball, it's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say Tiger basketball.
Trenton Pearson's going to come back into the ball game for the Bearcats. He's going to be replacing Zetzig.
As Washburn was getting the inbound, loses the basketball. And it's a turnover for the Tigers as the Bearcats. The story was the Tigers were getting more opportunities. Now it's the Bearcats.
It's hard when you have the ball getting turned over that many times. That one's going to be knocked out of bounds by Washburn.
Bearcat basketball will be Curtis to inbound it for Douglas. He'll give it off here to Halquist. Right back to Curtis. Curtis swing it to Halquist. Bearcats again looking for an offense here, as right now they lead this one 12-8. You're going to have a
technical foul called on the Bearcats. It's going to be on Hughes.
Yeah, so free throws coming for the Tigers, and we'll see who they want to shoot it. You give McClung an opportunity. Got a technical foul. It's going to go against Douglas. They're going to give it. They give it to Hughes. They did.
That's going to be his second personal, fourth team.
As McClung will launch his first one, gets it in and good.
Sub coming in. Zetzig coming back into the ball game.
Yeah, Swetzig comes back in. You'll miss the second one. That's kind of the story with the Tigers on technicals as well. When the Tigers shoot technicals, they saw that. That's how they started the game twice last week against Star Valley and Cheyenne South. Tiger basketball on the sideline. 2:34 to go in a 9-12 ball game. McClung, spin, drive in, kick out to Whelan. Whelan's going to launch a three, and it looked like there was a little contact. Not going to give the foul, though. As now it's Douglas basketball. On the near side, Halquist kick out to Curtis. Curtis will swing it to Halquist as the Bearcats move it. Here's a three-point by Pearson. That's no good. Lopez ends up with the basketball, and he'll give it off here to Stauffenberg with 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Stauffenberg, spin. Nice. Battling through the contact.
Stauffenberg making his own lane, doing a little shimmy shake into the basket for 2 points.
12-11 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Bearcats lead this one against the Tigers. Dish out to Halquist. Halquist on the far side, guarded by Lopez. As now you got Pearson. Pearson to Halquist. He's got a wide open three, and this time the Tigers don't pay for it, but it's Halquist who comes up with his own rebound. Curtis for three. Front iron, no good, as that's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Bearcat basketball. Out of the Bearcats already, 3 of 9.
It's going to be Tiger basketball, went off the foot of a Bearcat.
Thanks for the correction there, Riley. Whelan will give it off here to Stauffenberg. 78 seconds to go in quarter number one. Stauffenberg got to get it out here. Lopez has got a lane. He's going to take it. Foul. He'll have 2 free throws coming.
Lopez driving in with his bully ball. Puts up a shot, doesn't get it to go. Will be sent to the line to shoot 2.
Lopez had himself a pretty good game at the charity stripe.
Foul is going to be on Trenton Pearson. That's his first personal, 5th team foul, as that first free throw is up and is no good. Parker 6B is going to check into the ball game for the Tigers.
Checks in for Stauffenberg. Second free throw from Lopez is up and good. He goes 1 from 2. And it's tied at 12 apiece. Close game so far. You had to wonder what the game was going to be like to start. It's shaping up to be a pretty good one here. Halquist gave it off here to Curtis. Curtis going to try to drive in. Floater shot from 12 is good. Curtis with 5 on the day. As Lopez is looking for Washburn, and that's going to be out of bounds. And I think Lopez saw Washburn a little late there.
Saw him a little late. Took advantage of throwing that pass down low, though, because it bounced off two Bearcats, and it is still Tiger basketball.
Lopez to inbound here. He's looking for McClung. He does. That's a good pass. McClung got to put it up and one.
McClung fighting for it. Gets it to go. Will be sent to the line to shoot one.
Have an opportunity for the Tigers to take a lead here in this one.
Fouls on Brody Zutwig. That's his second personal, 6th team foul.
They have 4 lead changes. I think that's wrong. McClung's free throw is no good, as the Tigers will keep this game tied at 12 apiece. 33 seconds to go now. Curtis matched up there by Lincoln as Lopez is checked back out. Lincoln checked back in, and that's an and one there from Halquist. He's already got 8 on the game.
You saw Washburn's response to that was, I had my hands up the whole time. You saw Coach on the sideline doing the same thing.
Yeah, a lot of questioning calls in this one. Again, we're up here. They're down there. There's a conversion. And we're going to have a substitution come in. This is, trying to get the number here. Apologies. Carlos Trevizo. Or Trevizo. Sorry for the mispronunciation there. 17-14, 16 seconds left. Wheeling loses the basketball as Rin falls to the floor. McClung now on the near side. He's going to go behind the back. Nice move. And does it pay off? It does. Wow.
McClung with the Harlem Globetrotter pick around as there's going to be a foul called.
With 0.1 seconds, Wheeling is called for the foul.
They called it off. They called the foul off.
They call it off?
I'm pretty sure they called the foul off. The official gave the sign of calling it off.
So I think the question was based on the time, and you can see the Tiger fans on the other side cheering. That's the call.
The officials are going to talk about it because I saw 2 of them wave it off, and then a couple of them called the foul.
So the quarter's not over. They're going to say it's Bearcat basketball based on where they were pointing. He was going to be on the sideline. The clock stopped at .1. If you're going to call a foul, you should just call it. Wheeler would be charged with the foul if he has the case.
They're going to call this no foul, ball on the sideline, 0.1 seconds left.
And as Halquist will launch it, that's no good. And yeah, you're hearing it from the head coach of the Bearcats. And he's not really thrilled right now. Chase Plum not happy. We're going to step aside for a timeout. It's 17-16. We're back after this.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com. Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
Hey Tiger fans, this is senior Brendan Stauffenberg, and you're listening to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10.
Controversial ending to that quarter, as well as we've seen already a couple of those today. McClung will have the basketball. Douglas got a chance to extend their lead heading into the second, as Lopez will lose it. It's going to be a turnover. It was a three-point shot by Halquist. The officials actually wave it off with 0.1 seconds to go, and in the end, they just said no foul. We'll just play from the sideline. And we're at a 17-16 ball game here, and another turnover.
2 quick turnovers by both teams there.
So I have unofficially three each on turnovers. 20 seconds into the quarter. Tiger basketball down by 1. Again, final game here at the Douglas Classic. As Lopez giving off here to McClung. McClung now to Whelan. Whelan on the near side. Back to McClung, top of the arc. As we approach just a little over 30 seconds, McClung loses it. No jump ball. You're getting a call as head coach Stu Mullins is going to call a timeout there before the jump ball is called, but it didn't get called anyway. It looks like it'll be a 30-second timeout here.
Porter Supply Company in Riverton is also proud to sponsor LVHS athletics this season and wants to remind you that the beautiful weather we've had isn't going to last forever. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with wood, gas, or pellet stove this winter. That's Porter's on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersnvs.com.
A big thanks to Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care for sponsoring this broadcast. The staff at the clinics in Lander and Riverton want to remind you not to ignore those annual wellness visits, so make your appointment at Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care, and let's stay healthy together. Also, a big shout out to Wind River Internet for providing this stream today for you guys in the County 10 area, Lander, Wyoming. Second quarter, I mean, all these games so far, Riley, we're only 19 minutes theoretically into when this time frame was supposed to start. As Whelan has the basketball, will back up here. Looking for Stauffenberg in the post, couldn't get it though. As the Tigers will swing things around. Lopez drive in, spin, makes another move, and he'll be called for the travel.
Lopez trying to get around the defender, spins a couple too many times. Going to be called for the travel.
Bearcat basketball, no score yet in quarter number 2 here. There's a pass intended there. It's deflected by Stauffenberg. As Lincoln tries to get it, it's basically a hot potato going on here. It finally comes up with Douglas. Is now Curtis will swing it to Halquist at the logo. 6:42 to go now. 17-16 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Curtis, drive in, kick out to Red. He'll launch a 3. Back iron, no good. And it's going to be McClung with the rebound. And the Tigers will bring it up. 6:24 now. McClung back in. He'll kind of fall back. That's no good either. And it's right back to the Bearcats. I can get my stat sheet correct here. Zeswig gave it off here to Curtis. Wing it to Halquist. Halquist now. And the key. Back out to Wren. Wren. Swing out to Curtis. Looks for the inside. Pearson. Pearson now right back out to Halquist as Bearcats currently just finding the shot. Curtis will launch a 3. That misses the iron. And Stauffenberg, that's almost a turnover. Stauffenberg tries to push the pace. He does. And then you're going to get an offensive foul. And that's going to go against Stauffenberg.
Number 10, Jackson Hughes checking back in.
Jackson Hughes will check back in, but interesting call. It's going to be a timeout taken by Douglas. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. This is Tiger basketball on County 10.
Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
It's actually a 30-second timeout. We'll cut right back into it. Tigers trail by 1, 17-16. We still don't have a score over 2 minutes of action. It'll be Bearcat basketball after the timeout. They elected to go full, and then they switched to the last second. That's why we cut the ad just a little bit early, but we're back here in the recreational center here in Douglas, Wyoming. And it's now Bearcat basketball. Zeswig will give it off here to Halquist as Pearson now with the basketball. Back out to Wren. Wren, top of the key, will swing it out here to Halquist. 5:20 to go now in quarter number 2. Nice pass inside. Hughes will give it off to Wren. Wren misses it. An opportunity for the Tigers to take a lead here if they want. Stauffenberg gets it in.
Stauffenberg just driving, making his own lane at this point, putting up points, trying to get everything for the Tigers here.
Back to the Bearcats. It's a 1-point game. Douglas up Lander up 18-17. Low-scoring affair so far. And the gymnasium of the Douglas Bearcats. Hughes picks up his dribble, was looking for the cut there by Halquist. Now he had Zexman. He had a shot if he wanted it. He doesn't take it though. Now he gets it right back. He'll try to put it up. That's no good. Gets his own rebound. He'll put it back up again. It's going to be Bearcat basketball. After the attempt there by Zeswig, excuse me if I mispronounced that. And once again, Bearcats get it here. Wren will give it out to Halquist on the far side, matched up there by Lopez. And Bearcats been moving the basketball quite often here on every possession. It seems like they're making at least 3 or 4 passes before they attempt a shot. Swetzig give it off here. Now it's back out to Rin, top of the key. Drives inside, right back out to Pearson. Pearson will swing it out here to Halquist. His defense here as the bench for the Tigers is getting a little fired up here. Here's a 3 from Rin, and it's in.
Quick ball movement by the Tigers here, trying to get some stuff going.
Yeah, back to a 2-point game, 20-18 to score. Here's Lincoln. Lincoln will kick out to Lopez. Lopez will swing it to McClung. Got a good game going here for the Tigers. Stauffenberg. Give it off here to Lopez. He'll try to drive in, kick out to Lincoln. Lincoln to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg launch a 3, connects!
Good ball movement by the Tigers to be able to find that open man on the wing, and for that, it's Stauffenberg for 3.
Yeah, Stauffenberg, the only one to score in this quarter. He's got 5, 9 on the day. 5 in the quarter, 9 on the day. Leads the Tigers right now as McClung has 7. Lopez with 3 here. Wren. He'll take a medium-range shot. That's in and out, no good. Stauffenberg comes up with the rebound, and then Stauffenberg loses the basketball, and it's going to be Tiger basketball. Douglas is questioning the call. You got the student section even getting into it, as you have one of the students in the student section wearing an official shirt right there.
Levi Curtis checked back into the ball game for the Bearcats.
McClung swinging out here. It's going to get in the hands of Stauffenberg. Right back to McClung. Top of the key here. McClung back to Stauffenberg. As Stauffenberg now matched up right there by Hughes. Stauffenberg, spin, pump fake. He'll try to take it up. That's no good. And it's going to be ending up in the hands as McClung nearly collides right there. And it's right back to the Bearcats. Halquist, nice inside passes. He didn't take the shot either. He was right underneath the basket. We'll see a substitution immediately come in. Lopez pokes it out. Curtis almost stolen there by McClung, and then you're going to have a foul called on the ground. This is going to go against McClung. That's his first. He almost fouled out last game. He had 4 fouls against the Bulldogs from Wheatland.
Colin Roberts checking into the ball game for the Bearcats.
You also see Down Wheeling check in for Braden Lincoln. Yes, the only team the Tigers did not see in this classic is the Bulldogs from Level. They'll play them on the road later on in the new year. Here's a 3 from Red. He'll connect on it. Right now, it's just basically an exchange of scores on each side. Braden's got 6 on the day. Stauffenberg, he'll try to spin, try to make something happen. Back to Wheelan. Wheelan will give it off here to McClung. McClung, drive in, back out to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg going to try another 3. That's no good. It's going to be Halquist with the rebound. Now you got a quick 3 trigger right there. That's no good. Washburn knocking it out of the hands, as that was actually Roberts who was the one who just checked into the ball game. Washburn to Lopez, as Lopez on the near side, going to try to drive in, come to the near side, and it's going to be a late call. That comes way from behind. And that call favors Douglas. Lopez with the foul.
It's going to be an offensive foul on Lopez. He extended his arm a little too far.
Yeah, it was a little late.
The defender sold it, which also helps the
that
case of the
Bearcats. There too, as you heard the whole bench from Douglas getting to that point. Tigers only 1 of 3 from 3-point range in this game so far. Bearcats have shot 7 of 20. I have them unofficially. Roberts, give it off here to Curtis. Curtis now back to Halquist. Halquist now going to back up. Whelan taking the matchup right there. As Curtis will give it off here to Rid. Get out to Halquist. Halquist now. I mean, you got Rid, who's been the hot shooter. I mean, it's been 2 threes, but he hasn't missed yet from 3 in the second quarter. Under 35 seconds to go. 23-21 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. As Hughes going to try to power his way. Can't get anything, though. Stauffenberg was trying to get a jump ball there. Doesn't get it, though, as Hughes pulls it away. Douglas can hold on to the last shot now if they really want to. 19 seconds now. 23-21. Here's Curtis. He'll shoot, and we'll go around Stauffenberg's hand. Stauffenberg had his hand up. I think just based on the view that we had, it was basically Curtis going around Stauffenberg.
They said that Stauffenberg came down on top of him after the play.
And I like this too, the officials explaining their reasoning and what they got for the call. Might not like the call, but at least they're explaining what they saw at that point. First shot there from Curtis is no good. And like I keep saying it, Riley, but we're up here, they're down there. So always trust the official. 6B checks into the ball game. He'll check it. Or no, he didn't check in.
There was a little miscommunication on the bench over there.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Second shot is up and good. And it's now 24-21. McClung will bring it up here with 10 seconds to go. Obviously, this is a last shot thing. Stauffenberg checks the clock. Back to Lopez. Lopez, pump fake to 3. He'll look for the shot. He can't get it. And it's going to be Curtis with the throw and almost makes it. And Stauffenberg football throws that onto the other side. And that will be the end of the first half. The Tigers right now trail by 3. It's 24-21. We'll step aside for our first half recap. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to be a supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Brown Sugar is a locally owned and operated restaurant located in downtown Riverton. Their passion is coffee and locally sourced foods. Be sure to stop in for dinner service and look for a new menu coming soon. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery. See them online at brownsugarcoffeeroastery.com or stop in at 203 East Main Street, Riverton.
I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Elevate Rehab in Lander is a proud sponsor of sports in Fremont County. Elevate offers physical and occupational therapy and specializes in hand therapy. Elevate Rehab also offers one-on-one personalized treatment for every patient. Their dedicated team of highly skilled and specialized therapists will help you on your journey back to better health and mobility. Elevate Rehab, 535 East Main, Suite D in Lander.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. Apply now for several scholarships available only to our automotive students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
Hey Tiger Nation, this is Casey McClung on behalf of Lander Valley Athletics and Tiger Basketball. I want to thank you all for supporting us this season, and go Tigers.
24-21, the Bearcats are up at half. Wyatt Bridge join alongside Riley Bouillon and Jared Anderson at radio control. Always give him a big shout out. He's always making sure things are going over the radio waves. However you may be tuning in, we can't thank you guys enough. Also, again, we're streaming video on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages as well. An update in Lander Valley, 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It's the Lady Bearcats 55, the Lady Tigers 35 with 4 minutes to go right there. So it just became a 20-point game. Megan Winfield sinks a free throw. She'll attempt her second one. That's no good either as well. This first half a lot closer than maybe based on what we've been seeing and what other people have seen. this is shaping up to be a really good one so far, Riley.
Definitely something that I'm going to say I didn't see coming. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but Landers played really, really well. They've played really well all weekend. It's not just this game that they've played really well. It's been all weekend, and that could be a thing of they're bringing both their offense and their defense to this tournament, and it could be a thing of they're playing the number one team in 3A, and they're trying to defeat them.
Yeah, showing how tough this Tiger team is. They're doing a fantastic job defensively, offensively. I mean, not maybe the shots that you're hoping to go in. There's been lots of turnovers, as mentioned. There's a lot of turnovers in this one, and some stuff happening with fouls and last-second shots, 0.1 seconds to go, and there's a lot going on here. So again, 24-21 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Taking a look at quarter by quarter, the Tigers have them for 16, the Bearcats 14, and then that second quarter, 7-5. That's it. That low-scoring second quarter in this one, as well as the Tigers right now 9 of 14. The Bearcats 7 of 20 is not sure how that is possible, or the 2 threes that might help as well. 5 of 13 for the Bearcats from 3. The Tigers are right now 1 of 3 free throws. Both teams have seen 2 shots. It's been Tigers 2 of 5, the Bearcats 2 of 3 so far. So not a lot of shots dropping in that second quarter, or just in general in this game. But it's once again a defensive battle. The Tigers started off slow in that first half against Wheatland, and they came back and started putting some points on the board.
And they're not really taking as many shots as what I've seen them take, as far as on the outside, on the perimeter, and then on the three-point line. They're not taking as many shots as what I've seen them normally take. Usually they're driving in, they're passing the ball around, and then they're shooting. From what I've seen so far, they've been trying to drive the ball in, draw as many fouls as possible, which has been happening, and then be sent to the free throw line. I have yet to see as many three-pointers as I've seen in the past 2 games.
Yeah, no team entered the bonus in that first half. The Tigers ended up with 6 fouls. The Bearcats with just 5 fouls in that one as well. Tigers right now 2 rebounds short of the rebound total unofficially right now, as I have it right now. It's 24-21 your score at the current moment, as we will step aside for a timeout. We'll give you guys a quick Fremont County update. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander. Palace Pharmacy.
Hey Tiger Nation, this is Braden Lincoln on behalf of Lander Valley Athletics and Tiger Basketball. I want to thank you all for supporting us on this season. Go Tigers.
24-21, the Bearcats lead in a very tightly contested contest, as Bearcats ranked number 1 in Class 3A, state runner-ups from a season ago. The Tigers only trailing by 3 in this one. A lot of action happening in Fremont County with basketball classes going on. What do we got, Riley?
As far as basketball goes, on the girls' side, Lander beat Burns 40-34. That was earlier today for the Lander Classic. They are currently trailing 57-37 to
the Lady
Bearcats.
Yeah, basically the Classics is the same teams for the boys on the girls' side as well, just to kind of clarify things. So the Lady Tigers actually played an extra game. That was against Lovell. The Tigers did not do that, however.
Riverton would fall to Lineman in the Flaming Gorge Classic, and Green River and Rock Springs 56-43. Wyoming Indian won against Bighorn 80-38. That is for all of the girls' games. And I'll have some more updates coming out through the rest of this game. We've got a couple other games that happened. As far as the boys, Lander beat Wheatland this morning 51-40. We called that game. And then obviously the game that we've got going right now with Douglas and Lander. Douglas being on top 24-21. And then I will have more updates coming on throughout the broadcast on a couple other games for the boys that are happening right now.
Final in Lander, Lady Bearcats defeat the Lady Tigers 57-42. Lander shot a last-second three to make that score a lot less than what it appeared to be. That Riverton game 2 against Lyman, that score that showed right there. That game was actually a lot closer than that score may appear, as John Gabrielson again having call of Riverton basketball all season long on 105.1 Jack FM and streaming on the video aspect on YouTube and Facebook. We're going to take one more final timeout. We'll have the second half action coming to you guys. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care support Fremont County Athletics. We are a locally owned, multi-specialty healthcare group that is proud to serve the Lander and Riverton communities. Our goal is to provide convenient quality care for all ages. We offer a wide array of services including family and internal medicine, pediatrics, women's care, and urgent care. Additionally, we have on-site labs, echocardiograms, stress tests, x-ray, and ultrasound in both communities. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are here for you in Fremont County. Let's stay healthy together.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Abraham Lopez, and you're listening to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10.
Getting ready to start the second half here as the Tigers right now trail by 3. It's 24-21 Bearcat basketball. We are underway here in the final game here of the Douglas Classic in Douglas, Wyoming. It's Bearcat basketball. Halquist is on the far side. We'll try to drive in, kick out to Red. Red, who has had a hot hand, can't get that three to go down. McClung ends up with the rebound, and it's going to be Tiger basketball as pressure getting showed there. Lopez can't corral it as more of a kind of a football throw. You kind of go for the sideline. Toe tap in there is, it's a turnover for the Tigers.
And that's something we've seen a lot of, is a couple turnovers here and there from both teams.
Alquist get inside to Hughes. Hughes now, one dribble, makes a move, looks for the inside passes. Trey Red can't get it. It doesn't go in. Stauffenberg with the rebound as Lopez, nice move to make the spin. He'll create contact. 2 free throws coming after that.
Another famous Lopez move there. Driving down low, making contact to draw the foul to send himself to the foul line.
How about spinning on the catch on that play? Lopez going to go to the free throw line. Is 1 of 2 today so far. He can make this a 1-point game. If he sinks both, he'll knock that first one in.
That foul was on Trey Wren. That's his first personal foul. First team foul for the Bearcats.
Lopez will attempt his second free throw. That is up. That is good. And it's a 1-point game. 5 lead changes, 5 ties so far in this game. As Curtis going to go baseline, kick out to Wren. Wren will launch a 3. That one's in and out. That gets in the hands of Stauffenberg. That will go out of bounds. It'll be Tiger basketball. Stauffenberg knocks it out for a Douglas player. 6:59 to go here. McClung will give it to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg going to look for Lincoln. Does. Nice pass to Lopez inside. A couple of Bearcats already matching up there. Washburn drive in, going through the contact, can't get it. He's looking for a foul, can't get it though. Stauffenberg ends up with the basketball as he'll look to drive in. Nope, backs out now. As McClung ends up with it. They're going to reset things here. McClung, kick out to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg launches the 3. That's in it. Good. The Tigers take the lead.
Another really good shot take by Stauffenberg. We've seen a couple of those from him, and that's one of those 3-pointers that we talked about at halftime that we haven't really seen.
Stauffenberg with 12 points on the day. And again, he's getting close to those double-doubles unofficially, at least from our end. I'll have to check the stat sheet after this one to get the official stats here. But at least we can keep scoring and fouls. At least accurate here. Inside pass to Hughes. Hughes now is going to take the shot. That's good. And then you're going to call for the travel. Stu Molitz was looking for the travel way before that. And he finally got it just a little bit later. As once again, these officials kind of getting the talk to. And then you're going to also get that traveling call as they scream for one. They'll get that one. Everybody just kind of laughing on the sideline.
Don't let the coaches make the call, make it yourself.
I don't know if you're hearing that, but you're hearing it from the stands. We're right above the Douglas fan side. Tigers on the other side. Here's a shot. That's good there from Curtis. And then we have another travel call by on Lopez. And now it's a traveling frenzy.
Yep, that's really all you can call it at this point.
I mean, it's like essentially 2 passes, a travel's called, but
just a game of turnovers.
Tied at 26 here. As Rin going to bounce pass inside to Hughes. Hughes has got a reverse. He's going to create contact on Washburn and let it fall in. Hughes with 4, or excuse me, that's his first points of the game. As Stauffenberg looks for Washburn, that's a little too much. Washburn trying to save it. He can't get there in time. And it's right back to the Bearcats.
It's like I said earlier, game of turnovers here by both teams as there's travel calls, balls thrown out of bounds, you name it.
Bearcats up by 2, 28-26 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Halquist on the near side, matched up with Lopez. Tigers showing that 2-3 zone again. Inside pass to Zezig. Rin back to Zezig, who's guarded by Washburn. Zezig going to drive in, kick out to Halquist. He'll launch a 3. This one is going to hit the right side iron, no good. Lopez comes up with the rebound. Lopez pushing the pace. He'll create contact. That's up and good.
Good rebound by Lopez, and then ball awareness of saying, I can take this ball from coast to coast to get 2 points out of it.
28 now on the scoreboard. As Brandon going to launch a 3, hits the iron, no good. Lincoln comes up with the rebound, and then you're going to have a blocking foul on Douglas.
Foul's going to be on Trey Rin. That's his...
This should be his first. No, his
second personal foul. Second team foul here in the third quarter.
It's going to be 2 team fouls just like that. Tiger basketball. Stauffenberg going to inbound it to McClung. In a tie ball game at 28 apiece. McClung give it off here to Lopez. Lopez now is looking for McClung. We'll go bounce there as Pearson has checked into the ball game. Washburn, Stauffenberg, good. Tigers right back up in the lead.
Tigers passing the ball down low a lot this quarter, trying to get as many points from below as possible.
I mentioned the lead changes in ties. I think I'm going to stop for a moment and let that statistic build up, at least on our end. I'll mention it right now just so you guys are aware. 8 lead changes, 7 ties. As Hughes can't get it in. It's going to be rebounded there by Washburn. And now McClung is going to bring things up here for the Tigers. And McClung's going to travel. And it took a moment, but we got another travel. Fortunately, it's on the Tiger side. 30-28 here in favor of the Tigers with 3:30 to go in this third quarter. As not a lot of timeouts, not a lot of stoppage here. As that shot from Hughes is no good. It's going to stay with the Bearcats, though. It'll be Bearcat basketball at their bench with 3:21 to go. Curtis will inbound it to Halquist. As Halquist will bring it up to the middle here. Halquist swinging out here to Curtis. Pass inside to Zezig. Back out to Curtis. Matched up there by Whelan. And Curtis will drive in. That's no good. It's going to be rebounded there by Zezig. And he will put it up and in and tie things up.
You could tell Stauffenberg wanted to get that rebound, but he didn't want to draw a foul.
And you're going to get called for the charge. And the foul on Stauffenberg. As I would have gave the Tigers the lead if that was not called. And now Tigers bringing up the pressure. Stauffenberg with 3 fouls now has to come out. 6B has checked in to the ball game for the Tigers. It's the first time we're seeing 6B into the ball game today. Halquist give it off to Curtis, crossing center line with 2:46 to go. Back out to Halquist, matched up there by Lopez. Tigers, again, continuing with this 2-3 zone. I haven't seen their defense change yet, at least from my point of view. Curtis, baseline on Washburn, and foul. 2 free throws coming. And Coach Mullins is questioning that call as he is also showing the straight up hands.
They called that a blocking foul on Washburn.
That'll be Washburn's yeah, that's his second.
Second personal, second team foul.
Curtis knocks in one.
Your scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experienced clinicals to support our athletes and their families. We wish all Fremont County teams the best of luck this season.
Lopez ends up with the rebound after the miss from Curtis. Curtis now gets a steal off a Washburn pass, and now it's right back to the Bearcats. Curtis driving, give it off here to Pearson. He'll give it right back to Halquist. 2:12 to go now. 1-point ball game here in a 31-30 game. And now you have a foul. This is going to go against 6B. Doesn't like the call, but again, got to respect the calls from the officials. Tigers with 9. Douglas only with 7 points in the quarter.
Trey Wren checks back into the ball game for the Tigers. For the Bearcats.
Kick out to Pearson. Pearson pass inside to Curtis. Curtis has got a shot. He'll take it. That's no good. And then a foul. That's going to go against Hughes. As Washburn gets the rebound. And Tigers will get the basketball. Douglas not showing much pressure on the backcourt in this one.
They've kind of brought their backcourt defense down as the time ticks down here in the third quarter. 1:57 left.
McClung looks for Lopez, and then McClung will get called for the travel again. He wasn't sure about that call, but I did see that one clearly. 1:53 now. Halquist crosses center circle, give it off here to Curtis. Curtis pass inside to Zezig. He'll kick it out to Pearson. As the Bearcats trying to move things around. Halquist. Drive in, pump fake. Gets a nice pass there to Pearson. That's no good. Put back something good by Zetzig. It's now a 3-point game, trailing for the Tigers. 33-30 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. McClung pass inside to Washburn. Kick out to 6B. Back out to McClung. Pump fake to 3. Back to Whelan. Whelan to 6B for 3. 6B shot's no good. Halquist, pass inside, Wren, shot, no good. McClung with the rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Tiger basketball. Bearcats is getting a lot of opportunities scoring-wise. McClung now crosses the timeline, 54 seconds to go. Give it off here to Lopez. Lopez right back to McClung. McClung now keeping that pressure going. Lopez drive in. That's no good either, as the Bearcats will come up with the basketball. 34 seconds. Douglas could hold for the last shot if they want. Wren will drive in. Shot, no good. Gets his own rebound. And he's luckily that one doesn't go out of bounds. Wren to Pearson. Pearson pass right back inside to Wren. Wren now looking for somebody. Gives it out to Halquist. Halquist to Pearson. Wren's got a 3. He'll not knock it down. 6B with 7 seconds. Give it to Whelan. Whelan almost travel. 6B to McClung. McClung for a 3. Can he beat the clock? No, and that will end the third quarter of play. The Tigers only trailing by 3. It's Tiger basketball on County 10. We'll step aside for these messages.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Keeping you connected with Tiger Basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
Hey Lander, thanks for tuning in tonight to support LVHS Sports. Our broadcasts are made possible by great sponsors like Gamble's at 420 Main, right in the middle of town. Shane at Gamble's has truckloads of furniture just waiting for you, and delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store.
Tiger Basketball brought to you by Wyoming Catholic College, supporting our academic spotlight every game. The college students, all the students and staff at LVHS is wishing them well this school year. Also, tires, thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto for sponsoring today's broadcast. Bailey Tire and Auto has a huge selection of every kind of tire you can think of. Check them out and stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Stauffenberg will get the inbound to start the fourth quarter. Tiger Basketball as the Tigers trail by 3. 33-30 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Stauffenberg, you heard that, almost going over the timeline. Wheeling for 3, that's no good. And then 6B will be called for the foul. That'll be 6B's second foul.
4th team foul.
So you don't really have to take the 3. Get a good shot. I know you're down by 3, but look for something maybe a little bit closer. Again, Bearcats have kind of went into their own kind of zone. Rand will be called for the travel. As Rand didn't like the call, he checks his shoes, but yeah, the Bearcats kind of switching their defense up, making the Tigers look for more 3s. Wheelan with the basketball. We'll give it off to Stauffenberg, and you can see it's looking like a 2-1-2. And they'll switch it wherever the ball is at. As Washburn's pass is stolen, and it's right back to the Bearcats as they're up by 3. Theoretically, a one-possession game. Here's a 2-point shot from Curtis. That's good.
Floater up and good for the Bearcats.
It's now a 2-possession game. 35-30. Wheelan now. We'll give it off here to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg, Wheelan, 6B. Lincoln and Washburn, the 5 for the Tigers. 6B looks for the inside pass. That's a good pass in there, but Washburn can't secure it all the way. It's stolen by Halquist. Halquist. Guarded by Lincoln, matched up now. Tigers continuing their zone defense in this one. Besig to Pearson for 3. That's no good. It's going to go to the other side. Tigers end up not getting the rebound, though. It's another opportunity for the Bearcats. Curtis, drive in, foul, and he'll have 2 free throw opportunities. So we're going to see McClung and Lopez check back in here in a moment. Possession arrow will favor Douglas whenever a jump ball occurs.
Foul was on Stauffenberg. That's his 4th personal, 5th team foul.
You gotta probably wonder if he might come out for a quick breather. So that first free throw hits back iron, no good. And that will be the case as Wheelan has checked out. Tigers have only played 7 so far in this one. As multiple Tigers getting lots of minutes. Curtis's shot, air balls, and it'll go to the Tigers. So you get the foul, but nothing comes out of it, so that's a good thing for the Tigers right there.
It hurts the Tigers a little bit as Stauffenberg has got 4. That ball is going to be kicked out of bounds.
McClung now will get the inbound pass here. He'll see who he looks for. Looks for Lopez. Lopez now will stop. Give it off here to 6B. Right back to Lopez. Lopez drive in, kick out to 6B. He's got a 3. He's going to take a 3. He'll connect on a 3. And then you got a timeout taken by head coach Stu Mullins. That's a good timeout right there once you make the 3. As it's 35-33. It's a 60-second timeout. We'll take one as well. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
Fremont Toyota of Lander is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. When you're looking for a vehicle, whether it's new or used, Fremont Toyota has got you covered with the best inventory across the state of Wyoming. Experience the Fremont Toyota difference. From service to the sale, let the professional staff take care of you and drive off happy knowing you made the right choice. Stop into 103 Fremont Way on the Wild West end of Lander and get your vehicle picked out today. Catch the game on your phone or the comfort of your home living room. Tiger Basketball is streaming all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
The broadcast tonight's brought to you by Bailey Tire and Auto. Make sure you guys stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Bailey's employs 130 Fremont County residents, always looking for career-minded individuals in a variety of departments. Check out GoWithBailey.com to learn more.
Your scoreboard tonight is brought to you by the Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experienced clinicals to support our athletes and their families. We wish all Fremont County teams the best of luck this season.
5 o'clock. KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM Lander, Wyoming. Wyatt Barichka, Riley Bouillon, Jared Anderson at radio control as the Bearcats up by 2 after a 3-point connection by Parker Sixby. Rittenhouse now is going to try to drive in. He'll put it up from mid-range and he'll connect on it. It's the Bearcats' first points, if I'm not mistaken, in the quarter. I'll have to double check that. 37-33 as Sixby will just throw it off of Curtis. As Jackson Hughes will check back in for the Bearcats. Again, 57-42 was the final for the Lady Cats against the Lady Tigers. As Lander finished the Classic 1-3 heading into the winter break. Sixby with the basketball was looking. Lincoln comes up with it, rips it out, and they're going to say on the ground. It's going to be a foul on the Bearcats.
Foul's going to be on Brody Zetzig. That's his third personal, fourth team foul.
McClung will inbound. We'll give it off here to Sixby. Sixby now going to come to the near side as he makes a move. Almost traveled, and then it finally goes. Accidentally just slipped a little bit there. Doesn't like the call, but it was a pretty one. I mean, it was pretty easy. He kind of just slipped right there. It wasn't it wasn't in his control. So, Bearcat basketball, 37-33 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard with 4:53 to go. Curtis guarded by Lopez. As Curtis is going to try to drive in. Lopez trying to take it out. Lopez does steal it. Lopez will give it to Lincoln as the Tigers now pushing the pace. Lincoln will throw up a floater. That's up and good.
Good shot take there by Lincoln to realize where he was at and just put up a shot and get 2 points out of it for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's a big 2 points. 4:25 to go. Curtis will launch a three. That's no good. And then you have a foul. It's going to occur on the ground. I think you're going to get Parker Sixby. The official does say it was on him. So that's Sixby's third I have him for. They do say his third. It's going to be Bearcat basketball on the sideline or on the side. At the Bearcat bench. Inbound to Hughes, right back to Curtis. Curtis now going to try to drive in, pump fake, takes that little floater shot. That's no good. Hughes will put it back up and in. As the lead is back up to 4, 39-35 here. McClung, drive in, kick out to Sixby. He'll take a three. This one, no, it's hitting out. And then we have a foul on the ground. It's going to go against Douglas. As Whelan trying to get it a little early there. And it's going to go against, they're going to say Halquist getting his first foul there. And now we'll see substitutions. Washburn comes out, Sixby comes out. Stauffenberg and Whelan come back into the ball game with 4 minutes to go. Stauffenberg now playing with 4 fouls. He's going to be called for a block. Douglas doesn't like the call. You can hear it because they're all on this side. And it's going to be Stauffenberg at the free throw line to make this a 2-point game here. That foul is going against Zetzig, excuse me. And yeah, Stauffenberg falling to the ground in that one. Stauffenberg will launch that first free throw as it takes a back iron bounce, no good. And we'll see a substitution come in. Pearson comes in for Zezig. Yeah, Zezig now playing with 4 fouls. He will sit the bench. Stauffenberg with 3:56 to go will also play with 4 fouls. Second shot, no good. So Bearcats catch a break there. Curtis crossing center court. At the logo, give it off here to Halquist. Matched up there by Lincoln. Halquist, drive in, bounce pass to Ray. He'll get it in again. Trey Wynn with 10 on the game so far. That's the second Bearcat to hit double digits. Lopez, drive in, bounce pass it to Whelan. Whelan now going to try to drive in. Mid-range, shots up and good. And timeout taken by head coach Stu Mullins. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here for you guys.
Hey Lander, thanks for tuning in tonight to support LVHS Sports. Our broadcasts are made possible by great sponsors like Gambles at 420 Main, right in the middle of town. Shane at Gambles has truckloads of furniture waiting just for you, and delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store.
It does include Riverton for Riverton folks. Be sure to tune in to KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM's Coffee Time with those Vince Trepay every Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 a.m. Stay connected with the community through interviews about local news, local events, local art, and locals themselves. Again, Coffee Time, Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 a.m. It's 41-37 after Talon Whelan just connected on a mid-range 2 with 3:25 to go. This game is certainly not over. It'll be Bearcat basketball with 3:25 to go here. Inbound will go to Halquist. Halquist back to Curtis now, who was the one who inbounded it. Back to Halquist. Halquist now crosses the timeline, and then you're going to get a double dribble. So a chance for the Tigers to make it a one-possession game. 3:17 to go. You still want to get a bucket, in, at least on this possession here. I mean, a bucket would be huge. McClung over center logo. We'll try to drive in. Give it off here to Lopez. Lopez. Gonna give it off here to McClung. McClung. He's gonna take a 3. That was in and good!
Good shot take by McClung to realize where he's at, even on a contested 3, to put it up and get points out of it.
That's a 1-point game now. 41-40. Bearcats lead on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Halquist with the basketball. Matched up there by Whelan. Again, Tigers looking like they're going to continue that zone. Halquist going to try to drive in here. He'll take a charity stripe shot. That's no good. Stauffenberg comes up with the rebound, and you got a foul on Jackson Hughes. That'll be his 4th.
Offensive foul puts Lander in the 1-and-1.
So it's bonus for Stauffenberg in this one. He did miss his last 2 just moments ago.
Maybe this is a little redemption time for Stauffenberg.
Yeah, you can take the lead here or tie things up. First one, it's no good. And then you got to get Whelan with the over and back. And that will now put Douglas in the bonus. As everybody's figuring out where they're going, they are going to walk to the other side now. This is for sure thought that was bonus, but they do say
they are in the bonus.
7 fouls each for each team. As it'll be Curtis back at the free throw line. He is also 1 of 3. It's no good. Rebound there by Lincoln. And then it's stolen there by Curtis. He'll put it up. That's no good. McClung comes up with the rebound. And then you got a foul. And that's going to be on Curtis. McClung's going to go get some free throws. As you're not hearing nice words from the Douglas fan base. So I'm trying to make sure I get all my stats caught up. Everything's happening so quick in these last 2 minutes, 25 seconds. McClung's first free throw. That's also no good. Lopez comes up with it. Lopez looking for somebody. Give it to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg now. He's going to give it off here to McClung. McClung drive in. Tigers can take the lead here with a made bucket. McClung to Stauffenberg. 2:10 now on the clock. Here's McClung. McClung, 3, good!
Yet again, another good shot take by McClung to realize I'm going to take another contested 3.
Yeah, he's knocked 2 in the quarter so far. It's a Tiger lead, 43-41. Front iron shot from Rins, no good. Stauffenberg with the rebound. As McClung will bring it up for the Tigers. McClung's got a lane, kick out to Whelan. Whelan for 3, that's good!
Good ball movement and ball awareness and court awareness by the Tigers to find Whelan in the corner and get that 3 ball up and good.
It's a 5-point game. Timeout taken by Douglas. With 93 seconds to go, it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll wrap this game up after these messages.
Rehab in Lander is a proud sponsor of sports in Fremont County. Elevate offers physical and occupational therapy and specializes in hand therapy. Elevate Rehab also offers one-on-one personalized treatment for every patient. Their dedicated team of highly skilled and specialized therapists will help you on your journey back to better health and mobility. Elevate Rehab, 535 East Main, Suite D in Lander.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. Apply now for several scholarships available only to our automotive students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
Keeping you connected with Tiger basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
Big threes from McClung and Whelan have come in as the Tigers now lead by 5. Here's Wren for 3. He'll hit the iron. That's no good. Hughes comes up with it. Hughes now back out to Halquist as the Tigers force a timeout on Douglas's hand. And now you're hearing it from the Tiger fan base as they're cheering defense. They're really getting to this game. The bench, everything. 1:05 to go. Here's a Halquist kick out to Curtis. Curtis going to try to drive in. He'll put up a floater. That's no good. Hughes will put it back up. That one's no good. Stauffenberg comes up with the rebound. And it's now going to be Tiger basketball. And then you're going to have a timeout taken by Stu Mullins. That's a good timeout. 60-second timeout. And holy cow, we got ourselves a ball game here. 46-41 is going to be a full timeout.
Your scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experienced clinicals to support our athletes and their families. We wish all Fremont County teams the best of luck this season.
The Lander Tigers are also sponsored by Wyoming Catholic College, situated smack dab in the middle of town. Wyoming Catholic is big part of our community, and they're excited to help bring you Tiger basketball this season. Your student of the week will go to Eric Harms, your LVHS Student of the Week. Congratulations to Eric on Student of the Week. And those threes were huge. I mean, that obviously gives you the lead, but just the momentum and just how much you just switched it up just like that.
You know, and you got to give all credit to the Lander offense. Getting that ball movement around, even if it's not a wide open three, these players are looking at it and saying, we're going to take it, even if it's contested, to possibly get points on the board. And they have gotten points on the board with just 53.4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 46-41. Your Lander Tigers are on top.
Yeah, McClung's hit already a couple contested threes as Stauffenberg going to inbound it to McClung. Right back to Stauffenberg. He'll give it off here to Whelan. Whelan now to McClung. Now you're kind of just playing cut the time as McClung will go to the free throw line and we'll have a 1-and-1 as that will be the 9th team foul on the game.
And 5th personal foul for Zetzig.
That will end his day as he grabbed 4 points, 4 rebounds unofficially, as it will be McClung at the free throw. Big free throw really here for the Tigers. McClung is looking for his first free throw. He connects on it. First free throw of the quarter, let me emphasize. 14 points for McClung. McClung's second shot is up, front iron, no good. Douglas comes up with the rebound. That's Curtis. And it's now a 6-point game for the Tigers. Halquist, 39 seconds to go. Tigers looking for an undefeated record at the Douglas Classic. Hit that three from Rins, no good. It's going to be Curtis for three. Back iron, no good. Stauffenberg falls to the ground. Pearson to Wren. Wren going to go baseline. He'll try to drive in. That one's up and good. And then you have a timeout taken by Douglas. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here.
Porter Supply Company in Riverton is also proud to sponsor LVHS athletics this season and wants to remind you that the beautiful weather we've had isn't going to last forever. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with wood, gas, or pellet stove this winter. That's Porter's on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
The Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care is another proud sponsor of Fremont County Sports. Don't forget to make your appointment for your annual wellness visit at the clinic. Thank you to Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care for sponsoring youth athletics. And remember, let's stay healthy together. Riley, we have to pick a player of the game. I do not know right now. This has been a team effort. You have two players in double digits. You have had players making crucial shots. I mean, there's so much to account for. 43-47, Tigers lead by 4. Stauffenberg is going to look for McClung. He does. McClung to Lincoln, and they're going to say no, out of bounds before the foul.
Lincoln did everything in his power to try and grab that ball in bounds, and unfortunately he was too close and fell out of bounds with it.
18 seconds to go. It's a 4-point ball game. Halquist going to try to drive in. Picks it up. Give it out here to Curtis. Curtis drive in. Stop. Pop. Front iron. No good. Stauffenberg goes down with it. He's going to go to the free throw line. And he's going to have 2 opportunities because of the double bonus. And I'm not sure what Stu Mullins is questioning.
He's questioning a little step over. Stauffenberg was laying on the ground with the ball, waiting to get picked up by either a teammate or someone from Douglas, and one of the Douglas players stepped over him.
Tigers looking to pull off an upset. Stauffenberg can't make that first one. There's nothing wrong going 1 of 2. You still have that makes it a 3. It still makes it a 2-possession game, but you need a 3. Stauffenberg can't connect. 7 seconds. 5 seconds. Hughes for 3, that's no good. And the Tigers have just pulled off an upset. They have defeated the #1 ranked team in Class 3A, and they are celebrating, and they deserve it.
They definitely deserve this one, as they fought for literally every single point in everything that they've done, whether that was on the offense or the defensive side. And we have seen this all weekend.
It's a big win for the Tigers. We're going to step aside. We'll give you guys the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Fremont Toyota of Lander is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. When you're looking for a vehicle, whether it's new or used, Fremont Toyota has got you covered with the best inventory across the state of Wyoming. Experience the Fremont Toyota difference. From service to the sale, let the professional staff take care of you and drive off happy knowing you made the right choice. Stop into 103 Fremont Way on the Wild West end of Lander and get your vehicle picked out today. keeping you connected with Tiger basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
Well, the story after this is now the number one team goes down in the Bearcats as the Lander Tigers have pulled off the 47-43 victory. The Tigers go undefeated in conference play. Or not in conference play, excuse me, the Douglas Classic.
I was going to say, I don't think that's quite conference play yet.
Conference play doesn't start until January, so apologies for that one. 47-43, your final score, as we will have an interview with head coach Stu Mullins, your Lander Medical Player of the game. I think is the one who had the biggest three of the game in town, Wheeland, who made a big one, make that lead a little too much for Douglas at the end of the ball game, as Wheeland finished with 5 points, but it's that three-point shot. It's the plays that he's made throughout the game. We do all of it. It's not just points. We want to make sure.
Not even just the three-pointer he took, but every other effort that he put in. And there was a couple rebounds, a couple steals. Everything came into factor with that.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of people we could have picked for this one, and we decided to give it to Wheeland for his performance on the day, and lots more on this one. 47-43, your final, as it would be a tie for point total today. McClung ended up with 14. Stauffenberg with 14 as well. You had Wheeland finish with 5. Lopez with 7. Lincoln finishes with 2. 6B with 3. You also have Washburn who finished with 2. So lots of scoring on for the Tigers. The Douglas Bearcats had 2 players in double-digit figures. Trey Wynn led the way with 12 points. You had Jackson Hughes with 4. You got Hillquist with 9. You have Curtis with 11. Zeswig with 4. And also Jackson Hughes with 4 as well. But, man, what a game we had. The Tigers really didn't have a lead for pretty much the entire second half. And I was going to mention lead changes and ties. We were going to say something later. But that wasn't the thing. There was only 10 lead changes, 8 ties in the ball game.
Well, it was funny when you were saying that there was lead changes and whatnot. They were turning the ball over back and forth between travels and jump balls and everything else. So between all the travels and everything, that was really the only changes that happened in the game because of play.
Yeah, you're seeing some folks hugging each other. We're going to get head coach Stu Mullins up here in just a moment here, as, again, 47-43, your final score in this one. Tigers go 18-27 unofficially for, yeah, that is definitely unofficial. We will correct that as we have head coach Stu Mullins on the headset now. And, Coach, woo, that's the best word I got right now.
Yeah, we haven't had a win like that in a while, on their home floor, and executing the game plan. It was awesome. I was just so proud of our kids.
Just the grit, too, just to, not being up pretty much the entire second half, and you guys find a way. You got McClung hitting a big 3. Wheeland hits another big 3 as well. Just a team effort overall in this one.
Yeah, totally. And we had 7 turnovers in the fourth quarter and somehow still won that game. So, you're right. You talk a little bit about gritty and just being very willing, to do things when it's sometimes uncomfortable. And, we just had some amazing contributions from, Braden Lincoln and Talon Whalen, getting rebounds and just being in the right spot in our zone. And, we knew this was going to be the toughest challenge as far as our zone was concerned. And we knew we had to extend a little bit, and they got us underneath, but they're such good shooters, we were willing to give that up sometimes. So, super proud.
Yeah, what does a win like this and an undefeated weekend do for you guys as you go into this winter break? You get a couple weeks off before you guys head to Rollins.
Yeah, it's awesome. There's no better feeling. You could have spun it either way. But to do this on their home court, at least gives our guys a chance to just really start to believe, that we haven't played our best basketball yet, and we're playing with the best teams in the state. You talk about Powell and Douglas, and so we'll keep working. I'm excited to get back to practice, like I said last weekend.
Yeah, we'll get more excited to see what is to come. And it's only 2 weeks in, and there's a lot more basketball to be played. Coach, thank you for your time.
Totally.
We'll check with you here soon.
Okay, that's awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll step aside for a timeout. Head coach Stu Mullins, always a big thanks to head coach Stu Mullins for always jumping on the headset. We're going to take one more final timeout, and we'll wrap things up. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
The Lander community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Keep it local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Don't miss any of the action for Tigers basketball all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
47-43, Tigers knock out the number one ranked team in Class 3A, the Douglas Bearcats. Wyatt Barichka, Riley Bouillon here at Douglas. Jared Anderson at Radio Control. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to Stu Mullins, who's always willing to come on the headset. We made it quick because I want to make sure he goes and celebrates this win. Going undefeated in this kind of atmosphere, Riley, is going undefeated on the weekend. Let me say, it's a big deal for Lander,
especially for how they came out of their home tournament. Not their home tournament, the Stranigan Classic, with the record that they had there, and then bringing all of their intentions here to Douglas to really show other teams what they're made of, how they can play basketball.
I like what Coach Stu Mullins said. He said, we haven't played our best basketball yet. It's only the first 2 weeks of the season, and there's still a lot of things to improve on, but just in general, getting a win like this has got to be probably a huge confidence booster for his team, and it's a great win. Big threes from McClung and Whelan, and now it's a couple weeks off before January 5th when they travel to Rollins to take on the defending champion in the Rollins Outlaws. The Lady Tigers will also make it down to Rollins, so we'll be back on call with two games, the girls game and the boys game, for January 5th before there's some more tournament play coming your way in the Bighorn tournament in multiple locations. We'll split that coverage. We're still figuring out details for that. We'll give you guys more details later on, but that's going to do us from here from Douglas. Last thoughts, Riley, before we sign off for the weekend.
Lander really brought their game this weekend, and I'm not saying they didn't have it last weekend, but last weekend was kind of a tester. Who are we going to play? Who are we going to start? That kind of stuff. And then they really brought it this week to Douglas to say, these are our starters. We had the same starting lineup for 2 days in a row for the 3 games. So they really determined, this is our starting 5. This is how we're going to do this. We're going to play man defense. We're going to play the zone defense. We're going to switch between the two defenses, and we're going to play all around the ball.
I don't think they switched their defense once. I mean, they extended their defense out a little bit, but I don't think they switched their 2-3 zone the entire time in the game against the Bearcats. But, Riley, that's going to do it for us here, and this is our final time for 2022. We'll see some action here until 2023. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to everybody, since we won't be able to say that on the broadcast later on. So, For Jared Anderson at Radio Control, Riley Bouillon on the camera and also on the call, I'm Wyatt Barichka, and for also the entire County 10 crew, happy holidays. We'll talk to you guys back here on January 5th when the Lander Valley Tigers and Lady Tigers take on the Outlaws.